Over to Kara. Back to school is hectic for every parent out there, so we have some tips on how to make their transition easier. Joining us this morning, Christina, Christian lifestyle blogger and mom of 2 growing boys. Hello.
Hi.
Well, we were talking a minute ago, and I said, what's the hardest part for you to get your 2 kids? And let me tell you, I've known Christina for a while now, and she is stringent, especially when it comes to the school year. So you've already started what?
I've already started preparing my kids for the school year with bedtimes, with reading, just really making sure that they're on their best A game for the first day of school. We don't want to have to go and get them prepared after they've already been in school.
Yeah, so ways to make it easier now is you put them to bed, or they went to bed, what, regular time last night?
Yes, I started their regular bedtime last night. Of course, we had them, they did whatever they wanted in the summer if they didn't have anything to do, but now it's really hard for kids to transition with the bedtimes. You may think it's easy, but it's just like an adult, so it's going to take more than just one night. So I've already started them on their daily routines, getting up early, making sure they're getting dressed at the right time, starting to read, do their household chores like they normally would for the school year.
So it won't be so difficult starting next Thursday when they go back.
Yes.
And you were saying too, reading is another one of those if you weren't doing a lot of reading over the summer.
Yes, it's not too late. I know some parents may be feeling like, oh my God, I haven't read yet, but it's, you know, you still have another week if your kids haven't started, even if they started this week. Go home, make sure that you're pulling out those books that maybe they already finished last year. My son, he has the reading list because he's in kindergarten, so we went over all of his words, make sure he knows how to spell them, he can identify them, and then he's ready for when he goes to kindergarten. They don't have to start over again.
Yeah, if you didn't do anything all summer, this is your cram session.
This is the cram session, yes.
Okay, so let's talk about the next thing to do, really back to school shopping. We just had tax-free weekend here in Ohio.
Yes.
What do you suggest?
First, do an inventory on your children's clothes. There's some things that you may not notice that they need or don't need, whether it's their undergarments or pants, shirts. Make sure you do an inventory because some things they could fit from last year and you could keep those for, you know, you have your new clothes, but it may be some things that you may need in addition to that. So don't throw away those clothes, don't give them away. Make sure you do an inventory and see what they actually need and don't need.
Now, also when it comes to school supplies, too, most people have done theirs by now, but there's still some people who are holding out. They'll probably go back this weekend.
Right, yes. So it's not too late. Actually, there's still some sales going on, so you can pick up whatever you need last minute. And then when you're shopping, see if it's something that you can get that they may need for the future, because I always pick up a couple extra glue sticks, because you know when it comes December or January, you're going to be looking for more glue sticks. You're going to look for crayons. You know, it may be September and you need a long sleeve shirt and all the uniforms are gone. Make sure you pick up a long sleeve shirt or some pants because you don't only want to think about the summer clothing right now or just what's going on right now in the summer.
Just label it school extras.
Yes, school extras. I do all the time. I make sure I have enough.
And you said meal plan is really important. I know that your son has an allergy, but for everyone out there, it's important to do it now.
Yes. Go ahead and especially for next week if your kids are starting, plan out what you're going to have every week, every day for next week. It'll make it so much easier, especially that first week. It's so hectic. You're probably not even thinking about dinner right now. But if you go ahead and make a list and make a schedule, you'll be all organized. Next week it won't be chaotic. Everyone's kind of anticipating what's going to happen. Just make sure you have a schedule. It'll make your life so much easier. I actually went to Target and got one of those memo boards so that we can go ahead and plan out the rest of the month. And I literally write down everything that we're going to be doing. So whether we have to wake up early for a doctor appointment for Teron, because he'll still have his doctor appointments while we're going to be back to school, or whether they have sports, what we're going to eat that night. It may be a busy day. Make sure you go ahead and just plan it out, and then everything will go very smooth next week.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for the advice. I told you she's got it on. Okay, when we come back, we're going to talk to Frank, see what's going on.